Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week one. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The numbers for Mixon last week, 19 carries, 113 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And less than a yard.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The fullback dive held up short. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And right now, they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But if they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home during the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick slant caught by Pierce. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown, as his guys start here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and
at the 32-yard line.
here's Chandler on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Chandler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They run it with Chandler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Alec Pierce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon running wide side. And some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. He's got Renfro on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jamar Chase from 6 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive in total 8 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Eric Stokes on the coverage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Eric Stokes on
They'll set up a throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Hunter Renfrow in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
So we're at halftime here.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar solos.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Able to slither by. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mixon up the middle. A little Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's Chandler. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Packers now to take over. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Monty Rice. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a... Second and 8 coming up.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
Check smash, ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Packers down by 4, a minute 4 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw.
Connecting with Mixon.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw.
Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
finding the end zone on the game's final play.
And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what a real estate